Hi everyone. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending on wherever you are in the world. Hope you're having an amazing day. Right, so get to the point. Today, the question I'm going to answer is actually a very, very common question I get from a lot of young engineers is which software should I be learning? Before I go into answering that question, I'm just going to hold you for a second, right? Think about software as a tool, right? It's just a tool. Do you know the engineering concepts, the basics first? Do you think about how the building is behaving, right? If you understand that, it doesn't matter which software you're using because then you know how it's supposed to behave. When you apply the forces to it, you know what it's supposed to do, and then you're already on the right track. Okay, now moving on to the question you've actually asked me, which softwares. So, which software to choose for which type of building or structure really depends on which country you're working in or which part of the world you're working in. But I can only tell you from my perspective, from UK point of view, the most common softwares used over here for building design are if you're designing a, let's say, steel small scale structure, then the most common tool is Tekla Structural Designer. If you are designing a concrete building or a steel building and based somewhere in the southern side of UK, then it's RAM Structural Systems, which is preferred for steel buildings. It's okay for concrete. Though it's improved quite a lot over the last few years. It's still not the most preferred option for steel for concrete. For more on the larger scale and tall buildings and more complicated analysis based, it's ETABS, right? And if you're going into basic hand calcs, then the most common tool used is TEDS. And what have I missed? Right, so basic drawings and stuff. So AutoCAD used to be the go-to program for modeling the structure 3D. Now it's Revit. It's very commonly used within the building sector, at least. There are other softwares. If you're thinking about more advanced analysis, then it will be either Abacus or SAP. And if you're thinking about more of the parametrics design, the more complex shapes, so the most up and coming is Rhino and Grasshopper and Dynamo, which is a tool for Revit. So going back to the point, I mean, these are all different softwares. They're all used for different purposes. But if you understand how your structure is supposed to behave, then it really doesn't matter which software you're using, because software you can just learn when you start playing with it. So I hope this answers your question, and I hope you have a really good day. Thank you. Bye.